All right, what's happening, guys and girls? This is Unit E back with another Roland TR-8S tutorial. In this video, we're going to go over kit import. This is a way to share kits with friends and collaborators, and so you have the same instruments. And also, I'm going to show you how to do it with a pattern involved. This way, you can download and import from Roland's microsite with a sound library, and they give you both. Anyway, I'll show you a couple different ways. First off, what you will need is to make sure that you do have an SD card in your Roland TR-8S that has been formatted by the TR-8S. If you have not done so, make sure you push utility, scroll, shift scroll, hold shift and scroll all the way to the end to where you see version, and then let go of shift, back up one step to where it says SD card. Format the SD card. I've gone over a video on this showing this thing, but go over that, make sure it's done. That way everything will be cohesive between everything. While you are in the utility menu, go ahead and scroll back over to version and make sure you are updated to 1.11. You could download the new version on the Roland website. So back out of that, and also pick a pair of patterns that are in a row. I'm going to pick 612 and 613. They're empty, they have empty kits. That way I know I could put these two together that we're going to download off the sound library. And the link to the Roland site with the sound library will be in the description. So be sure to click on that and download the same pattern with the kits so you can follow along and get the same results. Okay, moving on, we're going to go over, now that we know we have an SD card formatted, we'll go over to the computer and we'll go ahead and download the sound. So click on the link that will bring you to the sound library, and then click on TR-8S. You'll be on the TR-8S page, and as you scroll down, you'll see little packs of patterns and kits for you to download free, depending on your style. There's all kinds of stuff. I recommend getting all the ones you like. This one's going to focus on the day and night, which is house patterns. It's what I'm about, so this is the one I'm going to do. It's the newest one. It's got some really great sounds that can add a lot to your sets if you are going to connect this with a DJ software or to play out live. Anyway, click on day and night. That will take you to that page, and then you scroll down and it'll give you a brief description of sounds that might be in there. Go through the licensing agreement until you get to the bottom where you will click I agree, and that will activate these two choices now of how to get this to your TR-8S. You can download to PC, which is the standard way that we've been doing it for the past, but now they have transfer to TR-8S. This is a direct transfer through USB from the website straight onto your TR-8S, so there's no mucking about with anything. No messing with your SD card, no messing. I'll show you that for one of the other transfers. Anyway, first you're going to download to PC. Click that, choose your spot for downloading. I already have mine down, but choose yours. It will download as a zip file wherever you happen to go. And mine is right here. It will show up as a zip, and then you unzip it and it will become a folder with the title of this. I have gotten the ones I like to use. Open up that folder and you will see that it has a README text telling you how to install if you need to, but if you're watching this video, you will not need this file. I throw the zip file into that folder along with it, so everything's all nice and neat. But you will notice there will be a pattern folder. Open that pattern folder up, and you will see the day and night T8P, the P standing for pattern, and a TXT, which is the text of the sounds that were used in the kit. You're free to look at the text. It will read and tell you what each instrument is and the sound that was used, but it does need to be transferred along with the T8P. Now, this is more of a pattern plus kit import, and I know we're talking about kit imports. So I happen to have a kit that I made a while back and it is not on the TR-8S now anymore, but I did export the kit, and I'll show you how to do that after we get through all the importing. But I exported a kit and saved it somewhere. So here is the kit with the TXT, so it has a description of each of the instruments. So we'll import both of those and I'll show you how. So if your TR-8S is close enough to the computer to plug it in through USB, then I recommend doing it that way and holding Shift while it is on. So you can see, okay, if your TR-8S is close enough like this one is, all you need to do is connect the USB to the TR-8S and then hold Shift and plug your USB into the computer. You will see that it goes into storage mode. And on the computer, you'll see, I think it's right here, the drive pop up labeled TR-8S. Open that drive up, get it to a spot that's convenient for you. And in that drive, it's going to show you the SD card that is in the TR-8S. It should be labeled Roland. Open that up, and you have the folder TR-8S. Open that up. And that should give you backup, export, and sample. Sorry, I had to dim the screen so it's a little harder for me to read. It's late. So you're going to want to open up export. Under export, you should see a folder kit and a folder pattern. This is where you'll drag and drop each of your files. The kit, you would drag the T8K file, which is up here. You take it and drag it right down into kit. And you can see there it is, week 1 kit. And then you can take the pattern and you drag that over and drop that in pattern. And that's where you'll see the day and night pattern. Now I know it says pattern and not kit, but these have kits attached to the pattern. When you export a pattern, it always goes with the kit. There you go. So once you have it on the Roland TR-8S drive in that proper folder, eject that drive the proper way for your operating system. With a Mac, you click your eject button right there. It'll pop it out. With a Windows, right click and select eject. Once it's out, remove your USB. From there, you'll be able to now import the pattern with the kit onto the TR-8S. So you're off the computer. Everything that you put on the TR-8S is now on the SD card, and we're going to access it and load it onto the TR-8S itself. You do so by going to Utility, and you're going to scroll to Import. That's under the Utility category. Click Enter. With this, you're going to, well, this is about kit. So first kit, you want to import kit. Your source is going to be export. There's backup, export, export pattern. So pattern would be that pattern folder that you saw. It's in export. There's no export kit for strictly kits. It's just export. Hit enter, and it should show you the title and a T8K. So week 1 T8K was what we put in there. See if you can see that a little better. There you go. Week 1 T8K was the kit that we loaded on the SD card. So you would take this, hit enter. Source is if you had multiple ones of the same thing, but there's only one. So hit enter again. Destination is where you want to put it. Make sure you don't overwrite anything that you want to keep. So you could get up there in any of the ones that you don't have anymore. Oh, nowhere. Oh, there's all the other stuff. Anyway, find one that you're going to put it in, and then you hit enter, and then it's going to ask you to import, and you say okay. I'm going to cancel. I already have that one in there. Anyway, so that's how you put a kit into the system. And then that kit will be number, whatever number you have it, right there, so you can select it to any pattern and use it in multiple patterns. So, and carry over and create songs that way by using multiple patterns with the same kit. Anyway, moving on to import the pattern with the kits that were downloaded, you will click import. You want to import pattern. Your source usually starts at backup with kit. You don't want it from your backup file. You want it from the backup. You want it from the export folder with kit. You want to bring the kit with it. If you just want the pattern and no kit, export. But this video is about kit. So you want to export with kit. The pattern is called day and night. You want to make sure to select T8P, day and night. And then since this has two different, the pattern that came in, the day and night pattern that comes in under there, there's two different kits, brisk afternoon and uncertain night. So to get the brisk afternoon pattern and kit, choose your one, and then you're going to choose your pattern destination and then your kit destination. So if you're happy with where your pattern destination is, this is why I say set it up ahead of time. Then you hit enter, and then you want to choose your kit destination. Make sure you don't overwrite anything you already have. So I think down here I already have these ones, but you would choose the one you want, import, click OK, and it imports right in real quick. Now, since you have them both there, you could do it again one more time. You can choose import. You're going to choose pattern again. Same export with kit. Same day and night. Now on this one, on the source, instead of 1 of 2, brisk afternoon, if you select 2 of 2, you'll have uncertain night, which is a different set of instruments, a different kit, and a different pattern layout. Then you hit enter and choose your destination. 612 already has brisk afternoon, so I have those ones in there. Anyway, choose your blank one, hit enter, choose your blank kit, hit enter, and then select OK to import it. That's how you would import it, by saving it to the SD card and then from the SD card transferring it, importing it onto the TR-8S. Now, I'm going to show you a quicker way to do this without having to go through that whole process. So, if you are online and you are within reach with a USB, then before you click transfer to TR-8S, without touching your TR-8S and having it on, make sure you just plug the USB into your computer. Just like that. Don't touch anything. And then once you have that plugged in, click transfer to TR-8S. Now up here, it's showing a connecting and your TR-8S status. Over here, it'll show you your SD card storage and how much is fragmented. So it says I have 70% free. I'm connected. And now if I go down, it gives me the pattern name, the kit name, how much usage, user sample memory. And then it also can do a preview if you want to hear what it sounds like. Once you have it and you're happy with it, you can go over here to send, click send. Now it wants you to select which pattern, find your empty pattern, choose your blank pattern, and then choose where you want that kit to go. Same thing, you find your blank one, and then all you do is say OK. When you do that, it transfers right over to the computer. Let's do this one. We'll do brisk afternoon. So pattern, sorry, I should have done this just so you could see it. And before I hit OK, I'll back it out so you can see both. Okay, we'll do number 12. There's already one, same thing. So we're just going to overwrite it on mine. And same thing with, here we go. So now we have them both. We're going to hit OK, and you're going to see that the computer will have a little progress screen, and then the screen on the TR-8S will also say receiving info or something. So you do like this, hit OK. Receiving data, sending, done. You've now transferred that pattern and kit right onto the TR-8S, went right past the SD card and loaded it, so now you're able to take it right on out. Really cool feature. I like that they're doing this. Make sure you bookmark this website, the Aira site, because they throw up new packs all the time. This one's just for the TR-8S. If you happen to have the System 8, the VT4, all those also come with things like patches and all kinds of sounds and everything. You can get crazy with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned from this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.